almost got bursted down.
And he popped a revitalize to use that, to do that, to get away with it.
So Omega got more than what they wanted.
It's
a retribution
TKO.
from Light. It's a TKO.
Where I'm coming from, they call it TKO.
Yeah, you can really feel the adjustment coming in from the Jawhead, wherein his missiles hurt even down to the early game. At the same time, you want to do this if you're Omega. You've been saying this all throughout the season that if you're a Jawhead, you got to make sure you're the driver.
Yep, you're proactive.
You're proactive.
You're up front and you're dealing the damage, which explains his emblem set. Check it out. Tank emblem, thrill, a little bit of damage, and then Wilderness Blessing so we can rotate quick.
Yeah, and of course, Omega. You know, I've been seeing Andoryu being this proactive right now as he tries to go for Light. Not a good start for Light though. Although he's soaking up the damage, here comes the Ouija Shadow Kill with Devil's Blaze will be popped as well to make sure he's not going to go down.
That's an ult for an ult. So far, RSG showing Omega. They're not backing down. Turtle spawns, upper quarter of the map. Ryota going 2v1. Aqua finally hits level 4, so Nibor does assist in the endeavor. They're both at level 4 now. Same for Omega, but I'm liking so far how Bornok feels. Like, 2 minutes in, it's like he's not a sub. You know, like, he belongs.
Yeah, a little trivia about Bornok. Brigida actually mentioned this a while ago. She watched the stream of Chaknu. Bornok's versatility is amazing. On Mondays, he's a jungler. On Tuesdays, but wait a minute, they're trying to go for Kosei. Forced out the Purify and the Blazing Duet. Another good ejector there coming in from Chaknu. And as I was saying, when it comes to Bornok, every day is a different role for him. And it's for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, he's a coach. And Sunday, he's even a caster.
So today it's a Friday, he's a mid laner.
He's a mid laner today.
All right. In the past minute, RSG walked away with a turtle, but it seems like it is up to Omega. They allowed for that. They made that rotation. And Light attempting an AOG. Omega ever the wiser. I'm liking RSG's, how do I say, boldness.
Boldness.
I wouldn't say aggression because they'll be crossing the river more often and fighting fights where they shouldn't.
Yeah.
I call it boldness just because they're not backing down. Again, it's clear that based on the stats, and I know Coach Link, Coach Panda, RSG's coaching staff, they know what's up. They know that these are the debuts of a lot of things from OMG. And RSG's not letting them get away with it.
Yeah, plus they also have two Purifiers for their one of the most squishy heroes from Aqua and Kosei. So in terms of overextension, you can assure them that they can be aggressive. At the same time, Nibor again is rocking this Arlot. We've seen it almost take down the streak of Fnatic Onyx. Maybe he can do it again, but here comes, Ira didn't commit the Ouija Shadow Kill as Ryota is still safe.
That's right. RSG now up by about 300 gold. Should be enough to make... Whoa, OMG, think about it!
Oh, but there's the unstoppable force now. 4 members ganged up on Chaknu as he falls down.
That's what you call a conflict of interest. As a Jawhead, again, you want to be proactive. You were looking for fights. You were looking for someone to toss over to Bornok to take down. Here you go, brother, you go.
Brotherly love.
Yeah.
But the problem is, Chaknu, being the elder brother, just said sacrifice. I'll sacrifice myself for you, Borno.
I'm sure he didn't have to. I'm sure he didn't mean to. That was RSG just being a step ahead. Turtle spawned, lower quarter, this time around 4.5 minutes in. And Chaknu positioning himself like that death like 30 seconds ago didn't happen.
Yeah. Again, a while ago, it was RSG who got the first turtle. They just traded as Andoryu got the orange buff. And then this time, they are starting things off. Here comes the zone coming in from Chaknu. Nibor really want to casting. Oh, look at that. Ryota goes in first with the Earth Shatter Flicker combination as they bring down Chaknu. Here comes Nibor with the final slash. Light with the AOG. Ryota as well, soaking up the damage coming in from RSG. But here comes Kosei with a Blazing Duet on Ryota and to Jome. A double kill coming in from Aqua. And a good start for the Raiders.
It's all blue. It's all blue as we watch RSG rise and slay, putting Omega into a corner. It hurts. I gotta say, it hurts.
It hurts.
No, it's hurts.
It's hurt.
It's plural on both ends. It's because there's so many ways that Omega, I don't want to say flubbed that team fight, but it took them so long to get to the position where they should have dealt damage, but RSG were already hunkered down.
Yeah.
And they were dealing damage that they want. They were putting in the CC that they need. Because it started with... all right, here we go. Chaknu's looking for something again.
Okay, but that's Light, one of the chunkiest heroes of RSG, as he also picks up a Thunder Belt. And actually, this is what Omi was saying during his content. If you're Gatot Kacha who has a slight advantage, has a slight gold lead, you can opt to get this Thunder Belt. And in this case, with a 3.6k gold lead for RSG, Light can just really enjoy the effect of a Thunderbelt.
Yeah, he can jump in, AOG basic attack, that's fine. Especially if you're ahead like this, 3K. As I was saying, Smart Omega, their lineup right now, it's counterproductive. They want Chaknu to find the pickoff. They want Chaknu to get in there in the thick of things. Maybe best case scenario, find Kusei, find Aqua. But what do you do from there? Because even Jome can't get the burst in that he needed. He tried to, got in really deep into the pit earlier on, that third turtle, rather, second turtle, but it's easier said than done. That's what RSG is working on right now. Here we go!
Oh, look at the wee shadow kill, and welcome to MPL Bornok. You just got the era treatment.
See?
That was a wiki shadow kill on to 4.
And there was what? A shuriken, maybe a nuke from Aqua, and then the shadow kill. Oh, whoa, whoa!
Here comes the response from Omega. Not my brother, says Chaknu, as they also take down an XP laner.
All right, so that's one on the board for Smart Omega. All this while, Kusei was just farming up. Kusei hasn't been touched all game. And let's not even talk about Irad. It's going to be so hard for Omega to take down Irad. Because think about it, what's going to stop a Claude with Purify? Like who? Who will catch him?
Maybe the unstoppable force and injector from Chaknu, but that's just to force out the Purify.
And then where do you go from there?
I think Ryota's Earth Shatter, but the problem is it's easily avoided. Ryota has to rely as much as possible with his Flicker's availability just to make sure to catch RSG off guard. We've seen it once during the second turtle, but the problem was they only catch Nibor. So Ryota, Chaknu has to set up when it comes to the crowd control because of this guy specifically. Irad once again goes in for the Owiki shadow kill and finishes the job, brings down Bornok. Now Chaknu going to his brother next, forces out the flicker, but never catches him with a final slash. A killing spree from Aqua.
Off camera, you see Andoryu taking down Kusei, but at what cost? His team needed him in mid. And now Omega defending that mid lane tier 1 with their dear life. All this while, Irad just going 1v1 against a turtle. I'd say, you know what, they lost Kusei along the way, but RSG are still comfortable here in this match.
Yeah, and that's a problem if you're a Kosei who hasn't been, if you're a gold laner who hasn't been touched for a very long time. Eventually, an aggressive assassin jungler will hunt for you. And in that case, that was Andoryu having the time of his life, bringing down Kosei finally. And that was a good trade still for Omega.
Yeah, I guess I asked that question. Omega obliged me. Chaknu looking for a target here. Not going to be either of these three gentlemen as Kusei gets back on the horse here, looking to push that tier 2 up top. The map is not agreeing with Smart Omega, man. I'm feeling like this might be one of those games where you rely heavily on Omega timers, especially looking at the items now. That's 1,000 between Andoryu and Irad.
Yeah.
1,000, almost 1,000 between Jome and Kusei. These are your cores. They need to get there.
Yeah, especially the Lunox, especially Jome. As much as possible, you want to prevent the late game power spike of a Claude this early on. But looking at his own lane, he only has one inhibitor turret left up top. So clearly, Kosei did a good job of just bringing down turrets. Okay, this is the fight that we're all been waiting for, but they saw, I believe, where Aqua was hiding, so they had to walk away there. And again, it's a matter of catch for both of these XP laners. Ryota versus Nibor. Who's gonna get the better setup? Is it gonna be the Arlot? Is it gonna be the Edith?
I'll tell you now, Nibor is gonna have a much easier time because, well, number one, the Purifies from RSG, and number two, Ryota has to put himself in harm's way. There's no going back after you go Flicker, onward, Earthshatter. That's it. Your only other way out is the Primal. I'll see what I tell you!
Oh, here comes the Nibor final slash once again onto one of his favorite heroes as Irad goes in with a Wiki Shadow kill, bringing the third death of Bornok. Andoryu tries to survey the scene. They're chasing after Joe as he shuts down Irad. Here comes the brilliance of Andoryu, Templates on Blades! And he's gonna bring down Kosei as well. All of a sudden, things are turning around for Omega. But look at Nibor with a final slash catch once again to even out the score. Actually, RSG had one more kill. That's 3-2, and the Raiders won that clash.
The Nightmare almost single-handedly turned the game around. Almost took away RSG's gold lead. They did well to cut it in half, but dear Lord, who'd have thunk? All right, so the Omega timers reality is this much closer to actually happening. I'm putting up about a 2-inch gap between my hands.
Okay.
You guys can't see on camera, but Ingan, it's not impossible. Especially if you're able to flank like Jome did and then say, how did he not use darkness?
I have no idea.
We were off camera, so we didn't know. So apparently he still had brilliance in.
Yeah, brilliance as well. And at the same time, you mentioned this is the first time Jome used this in MPL.
Oh.
Okay, here comes the slash. It didn't connect. Might be an opening for Omega as they try to zone out the remaining members of RSG. And Doryu is here in the Lord pit as well as Ira. It's going to be a Retribution battle, Retribution Rumble, and it's going to go to the mechanic as he secures the very first Lord. Jacknu throws, someone's going to go on to Kosei, but there's the BMI out. He is still alive. And RSG, just like that, no casualties, but they got the Lord.
The Raiders shout, Homoy Mao, as Kusei survives. He didn't even have his Purify cooldown. That was a miracle.
A miracle play, a miracle set. Despite Nibor missing that initial final slash, Ira doesn't care. He has the level advantage. He has the Hayabusa. He was able to retreat, and during that time, Kosei with a clutch BMI out despite the ejector coming in from Chaknu. And this is a push RSG really wants to maximize.
What was that, a 2-level gap at the time? Because again, Ira was 15. I would assume Ardorio was at 13 before the affair ended. So still, RSG, that wasn't the biggest of margins of error, but they still played that Lord.
Oh,
They well. Shadow kill! Oh, the answer, Tempest of Blades!
That was
another close call.
That was a good bait out for the Tempest of Blades, especially. It's crucial for this push. Nibor has his flicker and the final slash. They can force out the clash here or just try to get the inhibitor turret as they bring down the top lane inhibitor turret. Omega clears out the Lord, and that's a level 1 Lord fully maximized by RSG.
I'm going to tell you now, Jose, I don't know if that was the right call because it looked like Omega allowed for RSG to take the inhibitor. Do you not agree? Because there was a lot of kit left in Omega that they could have bursted down the Lord before it took down the turret.
I mean,
some interesting decisions here.
They're really trying to, as much as possible, play safe because the Nibor final slash flicker is there. It's not going to connect once again.
You're right.
Might be an opening for Omega as Chaknu tries to go on light, but look at Endoryu though. Okay,
I don't think he should do this.
Okay, no.
Oh, you're right. Now in hindsight, yeah, maybe they're respecting Nibor's final slash.
Yeah.
That could definitely put them in much deeper trouble than a lost inhibitor. So far, so good here. RSG maintaining the chokehold onto the barangay. About 5,000 gold ahead here. 13.5 minutes in. Smart Mega should counter blessings. At least they're able to get their hands on their buffs. I've seen teams in much worse conditions.
Yeah, at least Endoryu still has a good KDA 210 and at the same time still gets his purple. But okay, when it comes to the 18-minute mark, that's when we say it's Omega time.
Which is about 4 minutes from now.
4 minutes from now. But then again, RSG was able to go head-to-head against Fnatic Onyx for more than 20 minutes. Even though they lost that series, I'm pretty sure they learned a lot from that game. So we'll see, but here comes Irad.
That's true. You only really lose if you don't learn. And
agree.
I don't know if RSG learned against Fnatic Onyx in the way that you have to beat Smart Omega. Looking at the items here, good news for the barangay. Jome has picked up on his farm. He's just like 200, 300 gold behind Kusei. And I guess a majority of this 5,000 gold lead you see in mid and in the jungle, and hardly enough in the roam. Like Chaknu and Light, one is living like a king, the other is struggling.
Yeah. It's a matter of really the setups, not necessarily the damage, because we've seen Endoryu and Jome go up against 4 members of RSG, but wait a minute. Here's a conceal coming in from Chaknu.
Oh, just the mere sound of a conceal pushes back RSG.
Okay. Still haven't reset the Lord here as Chaknu holds it on. Okay, it's going to be a matter of setups once again. In terms of damage, both teams are capable of bursting every single member down, but here comes the blitz from RSG as they get the Lord, and it looks like Omega didn't contest for it anymore.
That was a tough shuffle. I gotta say, RSG kept Omega in about an arm and a half's reach.
Yeah.
So Omega can see that they clearly cannot enter RSG's effective zone of engagement. But just the same, wait, what is this?
Oh, 2v2. Endoryu with the Tempest of Blades. Here comes Light. Will be able to taunt him though. Finch Poise out, and Chaknu and Endoryu remain safe.
Wow. That was this close. Again, I'm putting up about a half an inch between my gap.
Okay.
That was this close, folks. And now Omega have to defend against RSG's full-on wrath as they defend all 3 lanes, push it in.
Just look at Nibor being the front line of RSG, and when they see Nibor, everyone's just scattering out. They don't want to get caught by the final slash as Ryota pops his Primal Wrath to make sure to burst down the Lord. One inhibitor turret left and Irad is working on it, and now the base of Omega fully exposed as Nibor manages to find Ryota on his Primal Wrath form. But here comes the counter attack coming in from Omega. Bornok with a good cast of that skill. Jome goes after Aqua and shuts him down. That's 3 Raiders all of a sudden gone, and Andorio also brings down Irad.
Off camera, Andorio wins the anime battle. Dear Lord, RSG down to just about 1,000 ahead at 16 and a half minutes. Omega found the clap back inside their base to punish. They're taking their, and that's their second turret all game. Their second turret all game.
Omega timers is what you need to know. Just making sure Omega capitalizing on the potential mistakes that their opponents can do. They have minions here as Nibor goes for the catch, paired up with a blazing duet coming in from Kosei. Lighto with AOG. This must be the answer coming in from RSG. They're going to bring down Ryota. Chaklu's the next target. He has the immortality. Nibor making sure to cut his exit route there as 2 members will fall down for Omega. Andorio has to walk away here.
Oh. OMG, a little too bold. A little too, oh, wait. He's caught up. He's caught up.
Here comes the delay coming in from Andorio. Might be able to take down Kosei, but Kosei with the Winter Crown as Irad finishes him off. It's just Jome and Bornok left. A defense of a lifetime is needed for the barangay.
The Nightmare suffers his own mistakes, and now they're inside the base!
5 seconds before Ryota comes alive. Here comes the final defense, but Kosei says no, and RSG will take game 1.
Match point for RSG to continue moving forward with the dreams of the playoffs still alive. I gotta tell you now, man, a lot of interest.